Guys, it is officially the second official start of Ange era as Forest play in the Carabao Cup and travel away to Swansea. And the team news is out, and there's good and bad as always in it. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the watch along. And yes, I am extremely nervous. Excitedly nervous, nervously excited. I don't know, one or the other or both. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new here. And big up to Steve grabbing himself a We Always Win shirt. Shout out to you, Steve. You can get one of these bad boys on the merch store. And while we're live, I'm putting a 10% discount code with code ANGE, A-N-G-E. So grab your merch in there. There's some Psycho tops. There's another Cluffy top. Loads and loads of extra new ones on there. And don't forget to check out the sponsors of today's video, okjerseys.com, where you can get your replica kits for £15. Code FFTV gets you a further 8% off. And on top of that, I'm getting mine tomorrow. I can't wait. I got the third kit, the second kit, and the first kit all coming in. Always make sure you go up one size. Big up to Crypto with the 30 months. And shout out as well to Frederick. I think he dropped a super before we went live. Can't see your message, bro, but thank you so much for the 65. I don't know why that's not showing. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Should we jump straight into it? Shall we have a look at the team news? Because it is interesting. It is all change from Ange Postecoglou. And let's bring it up for you. Here we go. The team is kind of what I wanted to see. I wasn't a million miles off with my prediction. I got a 10 out of the 11 right. I said Ja Cunha instead of Bolly, but it's Bolly in the back four. Now, there's going to be a debut there for Zinchenko. Technically as well, a debut for Douglas Luiz. And a starting debut as well for Jesus and Hutchinson. There's a couple of things I'd say here. Now, if we are going to say it, you should send me always win shirt for Ange XXL. I'll send him one. I'll send it. You have to win, I think we'll have to say. Big up, Ange. You got yours, didn't you? Well done, bro. Well done. Congrats on getting it. I hope you like it. I hope you like it, mate. Listen, so there's a few things we need to talk about. Now, I don't like this defensive centre-back pairing. I'll be honest with you guys, and I'll explain why. Shout out to DJ for the 37 months. I don't see any pace in this pairing at all, and I don't see ball-playing centre-backs either. And that's what worries me. Hold on, Andrew's just speaking. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. He's putting down some principles. I hear you. I hear you, Big Ange. They've reviewed the Arsenal game, giving them some information.
How can we expect this to play out tonight? What kind of principles?
What principles? That's the question. What principles is the question? Hard to say, mate. They're going to be more aggressive. I like it. The team is equipped to do that. He can confirm. Lots of information being given out as well. It's going to be aggressive with the way he defends as well.
Does this add an extra layer of challenge to rotating someone?
He's being asked if there's an extra layer of challenge with the rotations. Man, Mark, don't say things like that. That's going to ruin it for me. He's talking about how he's going to need all the players. We're going to need all the players, mate. He thinks it'll affect the cohesion a little bit, mate. So he's managing the minutes. with the likes of Chris Wood, with Milenkovic, with Murillo. They're not even. I'm sorry, suspects. I tried. All right. Okay. So basically, he's confirming aggressive football. Angeball is incoming. Okay. Interview over. So let's run through this team sheet. Now, I do have a couple of issues with it. For those of you who have seen my Angeball video, I don't know how this defense plays Angeball, in particular the two centre backs, because they need to be ball playing centre backs, right? Morato, I don't think he could kick a ball if it was a beach ball. Bolly hasn't got the pace or the touch for me anymore to do it. Now, what I think we might see, and this is the worrying bit. This is what, look, I put Yates in this team because I thought that's what he would do. But it needs to be Douglas Luiz. Now, Ange plays in, if you think about a square with one person in the middle, so 4 players on each corner and then a player in the middle. That player in the middle is the pivot. That's the most important player in Angeball. That tends to be the CDM, which probably in this setup would be Yates. That worries me. It may be that Douglas Luiz is going to be the lynch man, the pivot man, who picks the ball up from the centre backs. Okay, so that's one thing we need to look out for. Now, what you're then going to see is Zinchenko is going to be key to this. He's going to invert onto the inside. And you will see then, once Forest transition from phase 1 of Angeball, you should see Douglas Luiz and Yates split out wide. And then you should see kind of McAtee playing that floating role into the middle. Now, my worry is that he's going to try and play out from the back. Victor is okay. Yeah, side, exactly that. Victor is okay with his feet. I think he's a very good shot stopper as well. I just worry about that centre-back pairing, if I'm being honest with you. Jair Kenya, I think, would have been better in there, but it is what it is, okay? Now, if Douglas Luiz becomes the pivot in this, then this will work fine. I just don't... Yates is still an anomaly for me in this team, but it is championship opposition, so you would argue it's his level. Now, what I want to see is how Bakwa and Hutchinson work. I am so excited to see Bakwa playing. I love this guy. You guys know I've talked about him most of the summer. Big up Graham. Hope you're well. So we'll see how he plays, and we'll see how Hutchinson plays from the left-hand side. Now, the other question, and just before I do, let me just shout out my guy Dan. Thank you so much for the coffee. He says, well done for 30K. Bro, well done to you and everyone else in this chat. Shout out to all of you for getting us to 30K, a huge milestone in the channel. Now, so appreciate it, Dan. Thank you so much. If you want to grab me a coffee, the link is pinned in the comments. Now, the reason on Jesus for me over Kalamawendu is probably twofold. One, he's probably looking at Kalamawendu for the Burnley game. But secondly, Jesus may actually suit the system he tries to play, where he likes to press from the front. So Jesus is a very good presser, and he will put a lot of energy up there. And I actually fancy Jesus and Backward to score today, and maybe McAtee, and maybe even Douglas Luiz. I don't know. There could be quite a few. We should be able to get goals if we can break the press. Now, Swansea may sit back against Forest, and that actually helps us because we haven't got the ball playing centre backs in this setup. Okay, so there's a lot of if buts and maybes right now to see how it plays out on the pitch. But if he is going by Angeball, Morato and Bolly, it's worrying. It's worrying. Okay. Now, what I will say is the front 5. That's 4 out of the 5 that I would play. That's 4 out of the 5 I would play. I'm absolutely fine with Jesus, but I think Kalamawendu will be the better striker. I love the wingers. I'm really happy with the wingers. I'm really happy with McAtee in the 10. And I'm absolutely ecstatic that Douglas Luiz is in the team, finally. Now, Zinchenko, as much as I don't like him as a person, he is going to be perfect for Angeball. I think the way he inverts will suit So I actually think Zinchenko is definitely going to take over at left back from Nico Williams. The question is, can Savona outplace Nico Williams, who will move to right back? Okay, so that's the other thing. So there's a lot to cover off in this team. Big up Sean, big up Sean's mum. Good to see the pair of you in here. Peter says Ange deserves our support with this lineup. Yeah, I agree, Peter. There's so much to like about this lineup, and I understand why Milenkovic and Murillo aren't playing. But let's look. If I was saying what is our strongest team right now, obviously you put Murillo and Milenkovic in the back too, and then probably Nico Williams right back and Zinchenko left back. I then go Douglas Luiz and Anderson with McAtee. Okay, I'm dropping Gibbs White. I don't care how unpopular or what agendas people think I'm running. I'm doing it on form. He's not been good enough. Big up to Mike with the 32 months. Backward is 100% our right winger. And then it's up to Hutchinson. I think it's between him and Ndoye, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think Hudson-Odoi has done enough to impress me so far this season. Big up KL. Hope you're well, bud. So that would be where I think the strongest team is. What I would say is, on the positive, there's still a lot of positions up for grabs. For example, Jesus versus Wood versus Calamawendo. At the moment, I think the pecking order still is Wood in front, even though I don't think ideally he suits what Ange is going to do. So I would probably argue that in 2 to 3 weeks' time, the pecking order will be Calamawendo, Wood, Jesus. Excuse me, if that makes sense. Who's on the bench, Wolfie? It's coming right up, my man. It's coming right up. And then we'll keep an eye on Victor. I've been bigging him up over the summer. Hopefully he doesn't let me down. Now, on the bench, he's gone quite strong. And what I like here is there are attacking options. So from the attacking perspective, you got Dan Ndoye, Calamawendo, Gibbs White, Hudson-Odoi, and Taiwo as the attacking options. He's got a couple of defenders in terms of Cunha, Abbott, and then one central midfielder in Sangare. That should be more than enough to see us over the line, even if we need to rely on some bench power. Because you can bring on Calamawendo for Jesus. You could bring on Dan Ndoye for Hutchinson, for example, or Dan Ndoye for Bakwa. Now, what we need to do here, what's extremely important, is this game is done and dusted by maximum the 50th or 60th minute. Okay? Why do I say that? Because I don't want Bakwa on the pitch for more than 60 minutes. I don't want Douglas Luiz on the pitch for more than 60 minutes. Let's just go back to the team sheet. Who else don't I want? So for me, Bakwa 60 minutes, get him off. Douglas Luiz, 60 minutes, get him off. Zinchenko as well, we're going to need him at the weekend, get him off. And then McAtee, you can probably leave on for the whole game because he's still going to favour Gibbs White come Saturday. The rest of them, you can give them a full run out. So what I want to see 60 minutes in is hopefully Forest 2 or 3-0 up, Bakwa off, Ndoye on, Jesus off, Calamawendo on, McAtee can stay, Douglas Luiz 100% off for Sangare after 60 minutes. You know, that kind of thing. We've got to start thinking about not only Burnley, but also about Real Betis next Wednesday as well. So there's a lot of switching that needs to happen, and that can only happen if we're comfortable in this game. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Just want us to put the game to bed in 90 minutes at the very... It needs to be quicker than that 3-star. We've got 3 games coming up in 6.5 days. We've got to get it done. Yeah, and Burnley have been solid as well. Sangare will be good in this type of game, pinging ball, says that. I actually think Sangare, for me, his next start should be against Real Betis. I think he'll do very well against Real Betis. Now, it's all well and good us discussing how the players are going to play, how the system is going to work and everything. One, they actually need to execute it. And then secondly, and more importantly, we need to see this aggressive style. Andy with his agenda. So it begins 1 out of 5. All right, Andy, we'll see if it ticks my way or your way. So Andy is fully Ange out. I'm fully Ange in. And let's just see what happens. Ross Wilson leaving. You need to get in there, Wolfie. Oh man, we'd win the league if I was in there. We'd win the league if I was in there. So, Gordon, trust me on Sangare. You will want him in the Europa League. He will absolutely mop up in that Europa League. Does this mean if it ends in draw, straight to penalties? Yes, that is correct. It goes straight to a shootout. Andy is the type of fan that is so annoying. Andy's just annoying, bro. I love him, but Andy, you're annoying. What subs would you make if the game is not won by 60th minute? Now, Johnny, that's a very good question. Because at that stage, maybe you look at bringing Gibbs White on. Like, Gibbs White needs, for me, I want McAtee to play. But at the same time, I don't want Gibbs White to rot. Okay, Gibbs White needs to find some confidence, and against the Swansea team. Now, I haven't watched Swansea this season. I know they've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 1. The 2 they've won against the 2 Sheffield teams who are last and second last in the table, right? So, Gibbs White, and my kind of memories of Swansea are when we thrashed them at home. When we went 1-0 down, I think it was 5-1 or 4-1 at home. I remember Myton scoring, and I think Sam Surridge got a hat-trick. And then in the away game earlier on in the season, I think we slapped them 4-0 or 4-1. Zink scored. I think Jono got a little bit of a doozy from the goalkeeper. And Cafu, I think, got a screamer. I can't remember. It was the 4th one. Can't remember. So, look, we should be able to beat Swansea. You're at both games. Yeah, so what was it, 5-1 or 4-1 at home, so? Yeah, I remember Cafu scoring. Who scored it? Zink scored that near post one. Jono got a doozy. Cafu, I can't remember who the 4th one was. I can't remember the 4th or the 2nd or 3rd goal. Yeah, 5-1 was the home one. I think it was 4-1 or 4-0 away. Hard to be a team with that many changes. I think the changes aren't the issue here. I think it's implementing. Grabban, it was Grabban. Well remembered, Pat. You're right. You're right. It was Grabban. Okay, so does that all make sense on that team sheet? Right? Any questions? Let me know. Also, I have my own question here. We've got over 700 of you already in the chat. But the question is, why are we on 183 likes? So make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed as well if you are new. Andrew saying, Wolfie, I'm getting the We Always Win t-shirt. Big up to you. Use code ANGE, A-N-G-E, while we're live. There's an extra 10% off, bro. And make sure, I can't wait tomorrow. I'm getting the 3rd kit, the 2nd kit, as well as the home kit that I've already got. Go check out OK Jerseys. It's only 15 quid. Scan the QR code. Use code FFTV. But make sure you go at least a size up. I've gone a size up. They fit me absolutely fine. Is that the real team sheet or Wolfie's dream? Bro, ain't no dream of mine going to have Yates in my team. So you know it's the real team sheet. You know it's the real team sheet. And yeah, Andrew, if you order it now, you'll get a nice animation popping up with the drone coming in, delivering your package. I've placed 100 quid on Swansea to win. Okay, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you. Big up to Slick Rick with the 7 months. Shout out to you, Slick Rick. My away kit comes next week. Good for you, Graham. Good for you. I hope you used code FFTV, bro. I know you don't like Yates, but we win when he plays. I think that's absolutely irrelevant, man. I think Yates doesn't cause us to win. Yates doesn't cause us to win. Any VAR? I think there is VAR. Actually, it depends on the home ground, if I'm not mistaken. So Swansea, do they have VAR in the Championship? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so what else do we need to cover? Well, I can show you the Swansea team quickly. I don't know if you're interested in it or not, guys. Let's bring up the Swansea team for you. Big up to my boy Alfie. Shout out to you for the coffee, bro. Excuse me. Appreciate that coffee. He says, let's get the message up. He says, come on, you Reds. We got this one. I hope you're right, bro. I'm confident as well. I trust in Big Ange. I do indeed. Big up to the most loveliest American in the chat. Def. Happy 1-year anniversary, Steph. She says it feels a lot longer than 12 months. Steph, that's part of the ride of being a Forest fan, Steph. Much love. Thank you so much for all your support as well, Steph. I really do appreciate it. And big up to Alejandro, my guy with the gifted. Shout out to you. That's gone to Destiny, who's a Spurs fan, if I remember rightly. Make sure you show Alejandro some love. You'll get to see the goals as they go in, and hopefully they're all Forest goals. Oh, and by the way, I got some information on how Nuno left Forest, and it was fascinating. It was fascinating. That video is up on Patreon, so if you want to check it out and you're a Patreon member and you haven't yet watched it, make sure you go check that out maybe after the match or something, because it's not as clear cut as it was. Like, especially what Forest did about the whole payments afterwards. So go check that out. It's over on Patreon. Shout out to everyone supporting us on Patreon. Okay, big up to Mangala's Nan with the 2-year anniversary. Shout out to you. New badge as well. Well done. Oh, and by the way, for the members, I think the new emojis are up in your emoji section thingy there. So I think you got the likes of Douglas Luiz. I don't know if Jess is in the chat. You got Hutchinson in there. I think it's Bakwa in there as well. Check them out. I can't remember what's been uploaded, but if you remember, chuck in some of those fresh emojis. Is there an Ange one? There may be an. There's the Douglas Luiz one. There's the Douglas Luiz one. And absolutely, as 1865 says, welcome to the Forest family, the whole of Australia. Shout out to the Aussies in there. So what we got here? Yeah, we got the new ones in here. That's what I'm saying. Let's see those in there. Of course, there's the Rob one, the classic there. I'm liking the Douglas Luiz ones. Good choices. Is there an Ange one in there? Is there an Ange one? I think there might be an Ange one. In fact, I'm sure there is one. Nick's demonstrating a few of them there for you guys. So look at that. Of course, there's the Greek father. Of course, there's the Greek father. All right. So I think we've covered everything off. We're about 5 minutes from kickoff. Players are making their way around. Kickoff will be at 8 o'clock. Quick reminder, if it's level at full time. Oh, is Nuno still there? It hasn't been updated. All right, don't worry. We'll get that one sorted as well. We'll get that updated to Big Ange. Yeah, so if it's a draw at the end of the match, it will go straight to penalties. But don't forget, at the end of the day, we always win. So there's nothing to worry about. Let's go over to the match day studio. Don't think Swansea has sold many tickets. I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't. Big up to Johnny. Thank you for subscribing. Right, just before we get into the match, we're on 260 likes. We've got nearly 750 already in here. The players are coming out. Get your score predictions in the chat. I'm going Forest 3, Swansea 1. That's my prediction. At the end of the day, we always win. Are you doing a weekly gore now, or we're playing midweek? Yeah, the gore will be tomorrow. There'll be one on Thursday. So usually gore will be Thursdays and Sundays. That might change to Fridays and Sundays. So there will usually be 2 gores a week though. 4-2 says Marky Boy. He's got the full OG badge. Tyler's saying 4-0. Dave saying 2-1, 3-0, 2-0. I'm assuming Nikki, you can sit on the naughty step with Andy. You negative git, man. You negative git. 5-3 says Sai. 9-2 says KO. I'll take a 9-2. 6-1. 1-1 says Benny. For real, Benny. Interesting. There's Ange. Why is Ange wearing the same clothes as Cooper, man? Like, doing here, man? Subliminal messages. Mate, go back to the suit. I preferred it him in a suit. All right. Are you lot ready? The players are in the tunnel. Ryan Yates will lead them out. You got Jean Victor behind him, Igor Jesus behind him, Big Willie Bolly behind him as well. This is a hugely significant game. I feel the importance of it because we need to start seeing Forest progressing here. Big up Lefty, my guy. What you saying, bro? So sit back, relax. Well, try to relax. Make sure you've hit the like button. We're 18 likes from 300 likes. So let's get the likes done nice and early as the players emerge from the tunnel. There's Igor. There's Bolly. There's Morato. There's McAtee. There's Savona. They're all coming out now. Quite like that training top, I'm not going to lie. They all do that hop, don't they? They never walk onto the pitch, man. They just all got hop onto the pitch. You got the away shirt with the European badge. Big up to you, Tyler. Good choice. I hope you used code FFTV on your order. Make sure you get them from OK Jerseys. Go one side up, though. One side up. Yeah, don't worry about the stats. They'll reset as the game starts. So I'm just being lazy right now. I'm being lazy. We have some games against Swansea. We've had some games against Swansea over the years, Wolfie. We have, bro. Like, do I need to remind everyone about the playoff? Let's not talk about that playoffs one. That annoyed me. That was the day I actually bought my first ever car, as in with my own money, brand new. Can anyone guess what the car was? While you're sitting there trying to guess, I'm going to get us in the mood. So, remember one thing.
The result is that at the end of the day, we always win.
And let's see, Malef Kintyre, and that wasn't a Skoda bar. Alrighty then, we are lift off, like fully, because at the end of the day, guys, we always win, right? I'm standing up for this one. I'm a little nervous, I can't lie. I didn't think I would be nervous on this one. It's bloody Swansea, man. It's bloody Swansea. Oh, it wasn't a Lamborghini. The answer is an Nissan Micra. All right, hold on. I got something in my eye. All right, the players break from the circle. We are set to get underway. It will be Forest kicking us off. And it will be McAtee to take the kickoff. Are you ready? Okay, the nerves kick in. The nerves are kicking in. The ref checks his watch. Come on, ref, get on with it. McAtee adjusts the ball. And we are underway. McAtee gives it to Ryan Yates. Poor pass from him off the bat. Douglas Luiz can do nothing with that. It's with Swansea now. It has an atrocious pass off the bat, man. Forest deep in the shape already. Ball played forward, then laid all the way back to the Swansea keeper. Fisher. Ball played long to the right-hand side towards Benson. Douglas Luiz, poor first pass there, but well recovered from Hutchinson. And it will be a Swansea throw. Forest playing in all red, by the way. Red top, red shirt, full Garibaldi settings going down. And it's a goal kick to Forest. It's always misty and rainy in Swansea. Yeah, I've been to Swansea a few times, but I'm not a massive fan of it, to be honest. Goal kick taken short, played to Morato. Now, this is interesting. This is set up like Angeball. He now plays it to the keeper, gives it to Savona. He chips it forward. Can't be controlled. Swansea on the front foot here. Ball's in behind Bolly. He should be there first. Lays it to John Victor, who kicks it long and clear. Headed back in by Burgess. And now it's with Eom. It's ball laid back to Franco. He plays it to Burgess. Across to Casey. Onto the halfway line comes Swansea. Out wide to the right-hand side and Key. And he lays it back to Fisher, who comes out of his area. Short pass to Burgess. Out wide, down the left-hand side it goes. Here comes Swansea. Good tackle there by Yates. And he's fouled and it'll be a free kick to Forest. Forest needs to get their foot on the ball, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. One sec. Let's just get the stats and stuff sorted. Hey, I'll sort the stats out in just a second. Bolly. Oh, backward, looked for a big flick there. Doesn't come off. It's Gibbs White style. Nice turn there by Galbraith. Swansea started probably the better in the opening 2 minutes. Passing it around the back here. Jesus will close down. Move to the right-hand side. Luiz closes in on Benson. Forces him back all the way to Fisher in goal. Fisher takes a touch, squares it to Burgess. Burgess now looks around. Dangerous ball into the middle. Intercepted by Ryan Yates. But it ended up being a pass back to the keeper, and he gives it to Casey. Evening, Jolly Ollie. Hope you're well, bud. It goes out of play there. It'll be a Forest throw-in. While that's happening, let me just quickly sort out. PSG are already winning in their game. The foul there on Yates already picked up 2 fouls. Just get the old virtual screen up for you guys. And Liverpool have taken an early lead against Atletico Madrid. It's with Morato now. Morato just outside the Forest box. He squares it to Bolly. Bolly now plays it to Savona. Cuts inside, loses the ball to Eom. Couple of steps overs, cuts in. Douglas Luiz is there. Nice flick on header to Zinchenko. And he nods it down with his head. Plays it to Hutchinson. He lays it off to Douglas Luiz. Quick pass back to Hutchinson on the left-hand side. Flicks it round. That's a nice pass by Douglas Luiz. And he finds Jesus, who looked like he was fouled, but the ref says nothing given. Bolly on the ball now. Few secs, guys. 2 secs, 2 secs. Hopefully nothing happens. Two secs. All right, Forest on the ball now is Savona. He gives it to Bolly. Bolly to Yates. And now Douglas Luiz. Nice little turn there. He drives forward, plays a nice pass to Igor Jesus. He just lets it run through. He should have controlled that, and it's back with Fisher in goal. Liverpool are 2-0 up already. Bloody hell. Morato brings the ball down. Plays a short pass to Yates. Lays it back off to Morato. 6 minutes in now. Morato looks around looking for a pass. Gives it back to Yates. He switches it across to Bolly. Bolly now looking for some movement. Plays it to Savona. Forrest settling down now. He goes long down the line. Backward can't quite get to it. And then it's hooked clear, I think, by Burgess there. Savona loses the ball to Eom. He's running straight through the middle. He takes the shot. It's deflected off Morato. Goes behind for a corner. And there was a quick counter-attack there by Swansea, which results in a corner. Still 0-0 though. Corner to Swansea. Going to be an in-swinger. Corner's taken short, edge of the box. The shot blocked by McAtee there. And it goes behind, I think, for another corner, you know. Just quickly sort the stats out, then we're good to go. Actually, it's a throw into Swansea. All right, you got all the info you need. You got the team sheets here, subs, away team, stats, live in action, gameplay, and my crappy commentary. Big up, Danny boy. Hope you're well. Another throw into Swansea here. Throws it down the line. It's chested down. Little push there by Zinchenko. Onto the back there of Ida. Little scrappy at the moment. Forest maybe felt like they were in charge for about 30 seconds. And then, anyway, it's a throw into Forest. Zinchenko will take it. Linesman telling him to move back a little bit. Throws it short to Douglas Luiz. Lays it back to Zinchenko. He goes to John Victor. John Victor passes it out to Bakwa. His Bakwa on the ball. Let's see what he does. Lovely pass to Bolly through the lines. Nice pass to McAtee from Bolly. He's got Bakwa outside of him. The poor pass from McAtee. Bakwa did not like it, but he wins it back. Yates to Douglas Luiz. Now to McAtee. Could have played it forward there again, McAtee. Wrong choice. Bolly gives it to Savona. Savona Bakwa flicks it round for Yates. Poor control from Yates, but it goes out for a Forest throw in. Little better there from Forest. Morning, Anthony. Hope you're well, buddy. And Savona will take the throw in. Forest are into the Swansea half here. Savona to take it now. That is a terrible throw. Absolutely shocking throw there. It's hooked forward by Yalushi. I don't know how to say his name. Zinchenko, though, cleans it up and plays it back to John Victor. Forest get back into shape. And again, you can see they are trying to play Angeball. Zinchenko is telling Morato to fully pull wide. Zinchenko's got into that pivot position, which is very interesting here. Morato back to John Victor. Swansea are pressing. This could work in Forest benefit if they break this press. Savona plays it to Yates. Yates into Douglas Luiz. Gets a poke on it. And Bakwa, lovely feet from Bakwa. Good strength as well. Comes away with the ball. Has the overload with Savona on the right-hand side. He whips it in. It's blocked. Goes out for a throw-in. Forest did well to get through that press. This could be exactly what Forest need to come up against in this setup. Can they play through this press? Savona there smartly wins a corner off, I think, Samuel Smith. And it'll be a corner to Forest. And let's hope Bakwa is on these, because Bakwa can deliver a really, really good in-swinger. So, Bolly and Morato both coming up for this corner. It'll be Douglas Luiz for the outswinger. Interesting. I would have preferred him from the other side and Bakwa from this side. Anyway, here comes the corner. Big up to Tim becoming a member. Corner whipped in deep, flicked away. Will be picked up by Bakwa. He finds a pass to McAtee. McAtee trying to move things around here. He has a bit of space to operate in the middle. That's a better pass out wide to the left-hand side and Hutchinson. He gives it to Bakwa. Bakwa's still floating on the left-hand side now. Nice feet there. Quick pass out wide to Hutchinson. Hutchinson. He's got Zinchenko helping him there. He now uses him. Lays it off. Zinchenko, nice ball through the channel to Yates. He crosses it. It will come to Igor Jesus. Tries to turn. Nice feet. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back. Can't quite get it to Douglas Luiz. A nice little bit of feet there by Igor Jesus. Nearly creating a chance there for Douglas Luiz. Swansea now clear it, and it will be, I think, a throw in to them. Good bit of skill there from Jesus. Did well to get to it first. He got around Casey, tried his best to get it to Douglas Luiz, but couldn't quite get it there. Interesting start, guys. Interesting start. There's 800 of you in here. Only 333 likes. Please do hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Yeah, Peter Backwell, he's tasty. He's tasty. Headed away by Zinchenko. Flicked on by Douglas Luiz. McAtee brings it down, but Douglas Luiz was fouled, and it will be a free kick to Forest. Short pass back to Douglas Luiz. It goes. Looks around. Nice quick feet there from Douglas Luiz. He'll lay it back to Bolly. Given to Morato. Morato on the ball. Plays a nice pass through the line and finds Yates. Yates out wide now to Hutchinson. Takes on the fullback. Cuts inside. And this is a nice run by Hutchinson. Drives to the byline. Chips across it. And it's deflected. And it'll be another corner from Forest. And this is better. This is better. I think the corner came off key there. Be a corner. Now, this is the side for Douglas Luiz to take it. He's actually leaving it to McAtee. I don't like this. I prefer in-swinging corners. Shout out to you, Rachel. Hope you're well. I think Yates has been told to stop passing the ball backwards. Well, time will tell, bro. Time will tell. Anyway, corner set to come in here. It'll be another outswinger with McAtee's left boot. Here it comes. He raises his right arm. It's an in-swinger. It's headed upwards by Savona. Flicked back by Morato, I think it was, straight into Fisher's hands. That's easy enough for the goalkeeper. Big up, Gripper. Hope you're well. And Swansea will come out with the ball. Samuel Smith there gives it to Eom. He plays it back across to Casey. Now Swansea work it down their right-hand side in Key. He faces up against Hutchinson and passes well there, and then well played by Zinchenko. Plays it off, I think, Benson there, and it'll be a throw into Forest. Recovering from running Great North 1. Well done, and congratulations on participating in it. Throw in to be taken by Zinchenko. Laid off to Igor Jesus, who came very deep to touch that back to Zinchenko. He gives it to John Victor, who's actually been very good with his feet early doors here. Savona now. Down the line, backward, flicks it round the corner, and it plays. Igor Jesus does well to get it there. Ref plays the advantage. What a ball by backward, out wide to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now up against Key, drives him in. Nice time, the shot deflected. Igor Jesus scores the first goal. It was a lovely run. Are we gonna see the Kamehameha? No, instead he goes for the hug with McAtee. Well done, Igor Jesus. He needed that goal 100%. What a ball out wide from backward to find Hutchinson. Hutchinson drives forward into the box, backs up Key, takes the shot. It's parried towards the far post, and Igor Jesus, who was down on the halfway line, and it's a beautifully worked goal. I love the way Hutchinson just drove it Key there, got himself into the box, shimmies to his right, takes the shot, it's deflected a little, and then Igor Jesus squeezes it in, and Forest take the lead. What a ball by backward, guys. What a ball. Absolutely beautiful ball. I love that goal all round. Tight angle there from Igor Jesus. Beautiful play. Absolute Angeball right there. Squeezed in by Igor Jesus. I can't believe we didn't get a Kamehameha. Anyways, 1-0 to Forest. And this is what we want to see. I mean, that goal was made in the summer. Backward, laid into Igor Jesus, back to backward to Hutchinson. and then across to Igor Jesus. It did deflect. The goal is up. If you remember, go check it out now. If you want to be a member, it's only 99p. You get all the goals for a whole month for 99p. Exclamation mark member. You know the drill if you're a member. Exclamation mark goal. And yeah, I'm really happy with that goal. Really happy. I can't explain to you that the weight of the pass from Bakwa, cross field from the halfway line out wide to the left hand side was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then Jesus had to squeeze it in from a very, very tight angle. Jesus scored, innit, Ant? Where's Ant now? Where's Ant now? He's going, it's only Swansea. It's only Swansea. Anyway, Fisher plays the ball to Burgess. That goes through to Yalki. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, remember, guys, at the end of the day, we always win. We are winning. The t-shirts are available. Exclamation mark merch store. Use code ANGE for 10% off your merch. While we are live, Igor Jesus gives it to Hutchinson. I'm liking Hutchinson on this left-hand side. Igor Jesus, powerful there, wins it back. Douglas Luiz, back to Hutchinson. Gives it to Zinchenko. McAtee to Yates now. Over on the left-hand side is Douglas Luiz. You're starting to see the shape here of how Ange wants to set it up. High line there. Everyone's pushed back. I'm just looking to see, yeah, the fullbacks are inverting in, and as expected, the 8s are splitting and going wide. So he is looking to implement his style. Douglas Luiz out wide on the left, and then Yates alongside him. Ball's now with Douglas Luiz. Oh, lovely feet there by Douglas Luiz. Cuts inside and switches the play across to Bolly. Bolly now checks his run. Plays it to Bakwa. Oh, what a flick from Bakwa. And then McAtee, I gotta say, couple of lazy touches there. He's just kicked it out of play. But Bakwa, the difference with the flicks and tricks is his ones are coming off. Ball played forward now. Oh, there's a chance here. Hutchinson to Jesus. It's bubbling. Didn't quite break for them. Didn't quite break for them. I think Hutchinson could have got his shot off a little quicker there. But you know what? We are cooking, guys. We are absolutely cooking. You're just joining, it's Swansea 0, Forest 1. Igor Jesus with his first goal for Forest. I just, you know what? It's fascinating to watch the setup, guys. It's exactly as I described to you in the video. Right now, everyone's playing very well. I probably, if I'm being harsh, I'd probably say McAtee still hasn't got into the game. A couple of loose passes and touches from him. Ball's played forward. Savona now trying to run it out for a goal kick and does so. Mate, Swansea relax. Okay, again, I'm watching the structure of the game and how Forest are playing. I don't care if it's Swansea or Real Madrid. Like, sorry, you know, celebration police and everything. I hear it. Okay, fine. Ball's played forward. Oh, Douglas Luiz chests it down beautifully. Brings it. How has he not been used before today? Oh, lovely. Lovely drag back there from Douglas Luiz in complete control. Plays it to Savona on the right-hand side. And now backward up against 3 men. He's fouled. Ref lets it go. And it goes back to Bolly. It's Douglas Luiz again. Incomplete. Oh, nice attempt of a pass through the lines there. Doesn't quite come off from Douglas Douglas Luiz. Oh, here comes Andy. Here comes Andy. Hutchinson now chasing back, forcing the pass back to Burgess there. He plays it out to the left-hand side and to Samuel Smith. Laid back to him again. Cuts inside. Plays a pass to Franco. He drops his shoulder and turns. Sorry, Benson. Yates with a good tackle there. Igor Jesus lays it back to Yates. Ball pass forward, but Igor Jesus nearly gets there. Kill Yates, don't foul him. Big up to Jess with the £2. She says, Hutchinson is amazing. I told you all. Yeah, well, are your reasons for him being amazing the same as ours, Jess? I don't know. I don't know. But shout out to you for the £2. He's had a very good game so far. Right, 1 sec, guys. Oh, long shot there by Swansea. Gone wide, though. Bayern Munich have just scored against Chelsea. Yates on the ball now. That's a ball forward, long wide. Not accurate, though. It should be picked up by Bolly. That's a terrible pass from Bolly, and Swansea might be in here. Burgess on the ball. Swansea pushing forward now. Forest need to get another goal here. Ball out wide to the left-hand side, and Samuel Smith. He lays it off to Yao. I'm just going to call him Yao. Yao gives it back to Burgess. Yao picks the ball up again. Goes back to Burgess. Switches it across to Casey. Now they look to work it down the right-hand side with Key. Hutchinson will go meet him. Forces him backwards. It comes back to Burgess. He clips one to the left-hand side, and Smith can't keep it in. It'll be a Forest throw-in. So far, so good. Igor Jesus with the goal. Remember, if you're a member, check the goal out. It was a beautiful goal. Exclamation mark goal. You can be a member for only 99p for the month. Exclamation mark member. Throw-in will be taken by Savona. He's going to launch one down the line. Igor Jesus flicks it upwards, not onwards. It will come to Swansea. McAtee will pick the ball up. He gives it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko's got Hutchinson outside of him. Instead, he passes it inside to McAtee. Back to Zinchenko it goes. He drives into the middle. Plays it to Igor Jesus. Laid off to Yates. Atrocious pass from Yates. Atrocious. Played it straight to Samuel Smith. Now that's a long ball forward. John Victor thought about coming out. It is just about kept in by Ida. He lays it back to Eom. Ball's crossed in, headed away by Morato. McAtee flicks it up. Probably could have chested it there for me. Eom now. And there's Backward cleaning up. Backward on the ball. Go on, son. Take them all on. He's pushed in the back there, surely. Ref says no. Eom picks the ball up now for Swansea. Lays it back to Casey, sorry. Casey, short pass into the middle. He finds Benson. Benson out wide to Key. Back to Benson. Oh, he's just turned McAtee then, but Zinchenko's there and waiting. Does well and gets it to Douglas Luiz. Luiz pokes it wide to Hutchinson. Hutchinson checks in, and that's a poor pass by Hutchinson. And they've got the turnover here, and that's a freaking Yates classic foul there, man. Yates is getting weaker as the game goes on. Poor foul there by Yates. Poor. I mean, the the kind of cause of the foul was Hutchinson's poor pass. Yates is being spoken to by the ref. The poor pass. I agree, Brett. Him and McAtee, for me, haven't really... It's just, he doesn't even try and tackle. He's just pushes him over. Like, what's the point, man? And then he stepped on his leg, man. That's nasty, that. Be a free kick to Swansea here. Probably just in range of shooting, but it'll take an absolute firecracker to score from here. At the moment, it's Swansea 0, Forest 1. Igor Jesus with the goal. We got 900 of you in here with 2 likes off 400. So if you haven't hit the like button, you're happy that Forest are winning, please do hit that like button now and make sure you're subscribed as well. Here comes the free kick. You got Eom over the ball. Forest lining up in a 3.5 man wall. Free kicks taken. Over the top. It'll be a goal kick to Forest. We are nearly at the half-hour mark here. Forest need to get another couple of goals so we can get some players off. Bolly, that's not the right pass, Bolly. My God. Forest are proper playing out the back here. Savono, he finds McAtee. McAtee. Come on, McAtee. You're better than this. Goes out for a Forest throw-in. Uh-oh. The turnover. Eom's in here on the left-hand side. Well recovered by Savona. Blocked. Keeper. Why are you getting involved? Bayern are 2-0 up against Chelsea now. Igor Jesus with the header and a free kick's given to Swansea. That can't be off the back of Igor Jesus there. He's claiming at his shoulder. And it was a handball. It was a handball. Free kick to Swansea there. Chelsea have just pulled one back. It's Bayern 2, Chelsea 1. Free kick is set to be floated in here. Eom fakes it, leaves it, it's crossed, headed away by Morato, blocked off there, and it will go out for a throw-in to Swansea. Swansea take the throw-in, just about not quite level with the Forest penalty area. We're over the 30-minute mark in the game. Swansea 0, Forest 1. Igor Jesus with the goal. Throw-ins launched. It's blocked by Yates. Cleared away. Only as far as Burgess. Now laid off to Samuel Smith. He plays it out wide to Eom. Eom, couple of step-overs. Plays it into the gap. Then back out wide. Swansea are moving it into the box here. Bolly comes across. Shout for a penalty. Nothing given, and Forest can play it out now. Igor Jesus switches it to Bakwa, the bit behind him. He lays it off to Bolly. Yates loses the ball, but Douglas Luiz gets there first. That's got to be a foul. And the ref stops the play, but Forest had the ball there. And again, Bolly and Yates just causing a few problems there for each other in our own box. You think we'll see subs of Cooney and Abbott for Bolly and Morato? No. have a look at this challenge. Douglas Luiz was determined to get. That's a nasty challenge. He came sliding in from miles away. The ref could have let it go and then pulled it back, but anyway. I think Bolly got a toe onto that ball. Big up, Ian. Hope you're well. That was death for penalty. Yeah, it wasn't given. I don't think there's VAR at Swansea, is there? Anyway, the ball's in the Swansea half with Burgess. He clips it into the middle. Hutchinson closed down. To be honest, after Forest have scored, we haven't really gone on to dominate. Swansea have seen more of the ball so far. But it's 1-0 to Forest. Ball played again, squared across to Burgess. Seems to be the guy they start things from. He plays out wide to the left-hand side in Eom. He lays it back to Yolkia. I don't know how to say his name still. Ball then worked back to Casey. Casey plays it out wide to the right-hand side. And Key plays it in behind. It should go behind for a goal kick and does. Yeah, we're not really getting the ball to Bakwa. Yeah, I agree with you guys. You know what? They had a shout for a pen there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. How many times do they want to replay this penalty? Right, I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes. I've seen this replay about 19 times. Looks the same every time. Here comes Swansea, blocked by Morato. Zinchenko picks the ball up, plays it out wide. That's got to be a push there. Ref says no. Shout out to Curtis. He says Yates is playing like shit. Big up, bro. Agendas, Curtis. Agendas, huh?
Big up, Brad.
Appreciate the $2. Ball's crossed in. John Victor drops it, but then jumps back on top of it and then bowls it out quickly to McAtee. And McAtee needs to sharpen up here. He gives it to Bakwa. He hasn't seen the ball for a while. He lays it off to Savona. Savona to Bolly. This is the problem I said to you guys at the start of the match. When you're playing with Morato and Bolly, you can't really start Angeball out correctly. That's the problem. They're not ball-playing centre-backs. Savona gives it to Douglas Luiz. Forrest looking just for a little spell of possession here. Yates gives it to Bolly. Bolly now checks back to his right, gives it to Yates. Yates passes it forward to Savona, back to Yates. And then he loses the ball. Brilliant. Douglas Luiz takes over. It bobbles to Yates. Played forward. Backward, can't control it. Ian plays it into the middle. Douglas Luiz up against... Sure who that was. I think it was Ida. And now Swansea back in control. Burgess on the ball, pressed by McAtee. Igor Jesus will cut off the pass to Casey. Fisher goes long. It's low. Straight to Morato. He's fouled surely there. And there'll be a free kick to Forest on the halfway line. It was good for 10 minutes, Nicky. And then I think Forest kind of just relaxed a bit. Still Forest 1-0 up here. Zinchenko, he's been a bit quiet in the last 15. To be honest, most of the players have. Zinchenko on the ball now. Squares it to McAtee, who's come deep to pick the ball up. He clips it out wide. That's a better ball. He finds Hutchinson on the byline, and he's offside. He's offside. Be a free kick to Swansea. Who scored for us? Your goal scorers come right here. They'll flash across there. It was Igor Jesus. Watch when I click my finger. 3, 2, 1. Why is it not coming up? It'll come up in a second. Trust me. It's Igor Jesus in the 15th minute. There you go. There it is. Ball played forwards. It will come to Zinchenko. He lays it back to John Victor. Yeah, I agree, Isaac. Penalty to Liverpool to go 3-0 up. Bolly now on the ball. Bit slow in the movement. Come on. He's waiting for them to get in shape. McAtee's dropped in to pick the ball up. He then lays it back to Bolly. Gives it to McAtee. McAtee clips it forwards aimlessly. McAtee's not started well, I have to be honest with you. And then that's a foul there by Savona. Taken quickly, and it comes to Franco. He moves it to the right-hand side and Key. He goes inside, changes his mind, goes back outside, gives it to Benson. Benson now up against Hutchinson, cuts in. It's all Swansea at the moment in terms of possession. I'll be honest with you. What's the stats? Forest had more of the ball, but it doesn't feel like it. Burgess plays it out wide to the left-hand side, and Samuel Smith, he cuts inside. Forest just standing off still. Still some Nuno ball in this setup from Forest. Comes to Yalkio. Burgess clips it up onto his chest and backward there, kind of nibbling away at him. And then Yates gets the tackle in. Big up Ian with the 5 gifted. That's gone to Dirty Sanchez. Mark. Gone to Edwin. It's gone to Akusa. And it's gone to Alex as well. Make sure you show the legend Ian. That is way too generous of you. And you guys can check the goal out as well. Exclamation mark goal. Now Swansea are driving through. There's a chance here. The shot. It's weak. It's easy for John Victor from Benson there. And Forest need to just sharpen up a bit here. Had a very good spell, like for 3 or 4 minutes in the build up to the goal. And then we've just kind of taken our foot off the pedal here. Ball out wide to Zinchenko. He brings it down, plays it down the line. Hutchinson, poor pass from him. Gives it straight to Franco. Forest do recover the ball. Yates on the ball now. Plays it to Savona. Savona finds McAtee. McAtee out wide to Backward. Backward checks inside. Plays a short pass to McAtee. And again, the tempo's been slowed down. He goes back to Bolly. This is way, way too slow. Way too slow. Bolly squares it to Morato. Out wide now to Backward. Lays it off to Ryan Yates. Of course, he goes backwards to Bolly. The tempo's way too slow here. Zinchenko now. Cuts in, but has to go back himself to Morato. Morato has Douglas Luiz out wide. Again, the setup is the same. The fullbacks are inverting in heavily. Douglas Luiz to Zinchenko. Back to Douglas Luiz. Flicks it forward to Igor Jesus. Little better here from Forest. Hutchinson. Tackled by Key. And the ball is given as a throw into Swansea there. Throw in taken. Back to Fisher. Plays the short pass. Risky pass, but played it well. Comes back to Burgess. He goes out wide to Samuel Smith. Long down the line. Be easy for Bolly. He flicks it forward. Yates chests it down now. Give it to Douglas Luiz, man. Instead, he plays to Savona. Every pass from Yates is to Savona. Now backwards on the ball. Thinks about having a run. Lovely feet there. Goes past the fullback to the byline. He's in. He's right up to the byline. Lays it off. McAtee, man, what are you doing? He's put on a play for McAtee. Absolute techers there from backward. Does the fullback. Gets to the byline. He's done him so well that he's got time to look up. Puts it onto McAtee. And that's a terrible shot from McAtee. Shocking shot. Needed to open his body up there. Instead, he kicks it straight back out of play. Horrible shot there from McAtee. But the play from Backward was just effortless. Need to get him more on the ball. Hasn't been involved enough. John Victor clears it forward. Backward gives chase. That keeper's giving me heart palpitations. He's all right, bro. He's all right. He's all right. Trust me. He's good. He's good. Can't believe he's missed that. Good tackle there by Zinchenko. Come to McAtee. Poor header again. Him and Yates are having stinkers. I can't lie to you guys. I was excited to see him tonight. Nice tackle by Igor Jesus. He's fouled there. Come on, ref. And there's a little bit of afters there. Igor Jesus working hard there. Wins throw into Forest. You're not feeling McAtee. We suck at the 10. This is why I'd prefer to go to a 4-3-3. Ball played through to Savona. He's crossed it in. There's no one in the box. Hutchinson was coming in and it's put behind by Key for a corner to Forest. Actually, a nice pass through by Yates. It'll be an outswinger again on the corner. Be taken, I think, by McAtee again. I'd rather the in-swinger, but anyway. Interesting looking at the setup. There's 2, 4, 5, 6 Forest players in the box. 2 on the edge of the box as well. Ball's whipped in. Bit of a floater. Bolly can't get to it. It'll come to Igor. He flicks it round wide to McAtee. He lofts it in. Nothing great about it, but he was offside again. McAtee's not having a good game. And it'll be a free kick. Fisher takes it quick, plays it wide to Samuel Smith. I'm not sure what's happening. Someone's getting booked. There's beef between Bakwa and I think Yalki. Bakwa's going to be spoken to, as is the Swansea player. Ref saying no more. They give each other a quick high five, and we're back under play. Ball squared to Burgess. Back across to Casey it goes. Back to Burgess. Bit sideways here from Swansea, and then played back to Fisher. Headed down, should be picked up by Yates. Wrong way, Yates. Goes all the way back to the keeper. And then John Victor clears it long. Straight at Burgess. He heads it away. It will come to Zinchenko's. One is clear he's inverting into midfield. That's a nice play to pass to McAtee. Gives it out wide to Bakwa. Let's see what my boy can do here, Bakwa. Nice reverse pass to McAtee. McAtee back to Bakwa. Lovely feet. Turns inside. Gives it to McAtee. Floats it in. Chance for Douglas Luiz. He can't quite get his head on it. He's claiming for a corner, but I think it's a goal kick. Taken quickly by Swansea. Played forward. It will come to Bolly. Bolly to Savona. Plays it to Yates. Short pass to Douglas Luiz. Nice pass through the lines there. Finds McAtee. Again, a stinker of a pass from McAtee. He's having a stinker of a first half. Douglas Luiz now holding strong. He's going to be fouled there, surely, and is. Great play from Douglas Luiz. Savona plays it out wide to Bakwa. Bakwa cuts inside. Checks again. Cuts back inside. Forced to lay it off to Savona. Savona for me is improved in this second half of the half, if that makes sense. We're approaching half time here. It's Swansea 0, Forest 1. Now Zinchenko to Yates. Yates out wide to Savona. Savona to Bolly. Bolly to Zinchenko. Yates again on the ball. Out wide to Bakwa. Bakwa cuts inside. Again, lovely pass. McAtee finds Savona this time. Plays into the channel. McAtee should get there first. Squares it across! Surely! Igor Jesus! That is a beautiful, beautiful goal! Igor Jesus with his second! No Kamehameha, but that is a beautifully worked goal. Savono played it into the channels. McAtee looked up, played a nice ball across to Hutchinson, who had the composure not to shoot, and just squares it across for my boy Igor Jesus, who taps it in for one of the easiest goals he will score. It's a lovely ball from Savona, squared across, intelligence there from Hutchinson, and a beautiful, easy finish for Igor Jesus to make it Swansea 0, Forest 2, just on the stroke of half-time. You got to applaud that goal. That's the kind of goal you love to see. Hutchinson's intelligence there, just to calmly lay it off. Keeper's on his ass. Very easy for Igor Jesus. Absolute beautiful, beautiful goal. I really liked watching that one. Even Ange, big Ange applauding that one. Well-worked goal. You have to say well-worked goal. Big up to Anthony with a coffee saying, have a coffee on me, mate. Thank you so much, my guy, Anthony. Hope you're well, buddy. And that will be half-time. And that's kind of just raised the spirits a little bit because, honestly, in between the two goals, Forest had not been good. Not been good, not been bad. Because I expected a bit more possession. But what a goal. Both goals, to be honest, have been absolutely beautiful. Beautiful goals. I'll get the goal. I'll let you know as soon as the goal is up. Big up to Curtis. He says, we replace Yates with Anderson and the CBs. Mwah. Yeah, that's that. You know what, Curtis? You're bang on, bro. Shout out for the $2. Now, just think this team with a bit more agility at the back in Milenkovic and Murillo. You drop Ryan Yates, who's had an absolute stinker, in for Anderson. And I'll tell you what, as frustrating as McAtee had been, you still look at it and you see that he's got the vision there. He looked up, nice pass across. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. The goal's up. If you want to see it, honestly, you'll need some space to stand up and applaud it because it's beautifully worked. Exclamation mark goal for the goal. I can't describe to you which was the best part of that goal. That's how nicely worked it was. The ball from Savannah was lovely and weighted really well down the right-hand side. McAtee's pass across to Hutchinson was nice. But for me, it's Hutchinson having the calmness and the intelligence just to lay one off, understanding that Igor Jesus was the easy option for the goal, and bang, in it went. It's 2-0 to Forest. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. I see your Yates agenda is still strong, says James. James, he's been absolutely shite, bro. I can't flower it. It's been bad from Yates. It's been bad. Hutchinson needs to grow a little more, says Curtis. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed that. Look, we've got to be like a little bit lenient in the critique of the chemistry of the players. Remember, this is their first game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a little bit of time for a bit of chemistry. It's 10 changes on this one. Let's put the tweets out. Both goals. Pure class. Great team goal, you'd call that, Sekor.
£2 might be young. Yates is by far the weakest link. Great team though.
Sick, guys. Shout out to Mike with the £2. He goes, Yates is by far the weakest link. Great team goals. Fully agree with you, bro. And shout out as well. I think there's another coffee in the house. Shout out to Ant Gale, that is with the coffee. He goes, backward is legit. Victor is calm and smooth with the ball. Hutchinson and Luiz can play it. And Jesus is the great poacher. I agree with all of that, bro. There's a couple of you saying you're a bit nervous. I think I saw Lefty saying it with John Victor. But that's how he plays it at Botafogo. Like, he is calm around the press. I've been impressed with everyone barring Yates and McAtee, but McAtee gets a pass. One, it's early days, and secondly, he did well in that second goal. For me, the change I see at halftime, if I'm looking at it as just a pure perspective of this game, is Yates off for Sangare. I'd quite like to see how Sangare works with Douglas Luiz in the two in the middle there. But in terms of looking ahead to Burnley, I think you give him more. I'd change Yates at half time. I'd give the rest of them another 10, 15 minutes. See if we can get a third goal, sorry. And then I'd make wholesale changes at 3-0 for me. Big up to Marky Boy with a 37 months. He goes, hat-trick incoming for Jesus. Don't let Ant hear that. Don't let Ant hear that. John does need to kick it earlier when being pressed. Trust me, Simon. He's fine under a press. He's fine under a press. Press Jesus after 60. Now here's what's interesting, because I know how reactionary you guys all are. I'm gonna get a poll up. I'm not even gonna tell you what the poll is. I'm so interested to see what you guys put in this. All right, I got a poll up for you guys. By the way, with 2 likes off 500, please take a second and hit that like button. But who do you guys start on Saturday as your number 9? There's the fraud right there. The fraud, not you, Andreas. You're a legend. Fraud and fraud. Big up to Andreas with the 50. He says Anderson has one of the best stats in the league. One on good passes and tackles one. He should be our 6. Change him with Yates. We have our midfield. I do agree with that. I do fully agree with that, mate. Shout out to you for the 50. And that's why I'd bring Sangare on in the second half for Yates. Yates, he's a busted flush. I'm sorry. I can't keep doing this Yates thing. I'm sorry. It's poor. It's poor by him. I thought, okay, championship, his standard. Maybe it's League One that's his standard. I don't know. Owen, we're not being mean. I'm telling you what I'm seeing on the pitch. That's all. Right. This is interesting. You guys are so bad with your recency bias. I swear to God, you guys are on another level. By the way, there's 1,300 of you in here. We should be on 700 likes, so please hit the like button. 48% of you are starting Jesus on Saturday, sorry. 30% are going Wood, 18% are going Calamuendo, and 3% are going Taiwo. Interesting. Jesus is similar profile to Wood, but faster and a better footballer. I've been saying it. Exactly what I've been saying. And if you notice how he drops in, the only criticism I have of Jesus is sometimes he over drops into that position. I just feel like the mood feels lifted right now. You know what I'm saying? It feels lifted. Needed seagulls. I can't glaze over the time in between the goals. I still don't think we were fully cooking in there, but you know, a process is a process. Under Nuno, would we be 2-0 up right now? I don't think so. Would we have seen Douglas? By the way, Douglas Luiz has been very good in that midfield. Very good and solid in that midfield. I thought Zinchenko has played well. I thought Savona, for me, started off a little bit shaky. And then from about 20, 25 minutes in, he's been absolutely fine. I do question his pace, though. I'm not sure he's quick enough, but time will tell on that. Hutchinson and Backworth, for me, have not been as involved in the game as I would have liked. But when they have been involved, it's been like laser sharp. Good feet, good passes, intelligent play. I really like this wing pairing. Really like it. It looks way more balanced than Hutchinson, Ndoye, and Ndoye for me. And I'll tell you what, this is the pairing that I start on Saturday. Hutchinson on the left, Backwell on the right. I'm Forest through and through, and Forest fans need to respect me, says 1865. Well, what you been saying? What I've been saying back to you, bro? Backwell started both goals. Exactly, Si. I told you guys, watch out for Backwell, man. I told you guys. Let me know what changes you would make, guys. For me, it's a simple one. Right at halftime, hook Yates, sinker and hooked, and bring Sangare on, and then try and push for a third goal, 10, 15 minutes, and get some changes on. Second goal was 19 passes. This is beautiful goal. I want to see it back. If you want to see it back and you remember, exclamation mark member is there for you. You think it'll be Cho? I hope not. Big up to Jess with the £5. Shout out to Jess. Sci-fi saying no need to let them gel. No, not what I've seen with Yates. She says, my brother, the Swansea fan, just texted me. This Nottingham Forest team is a disgrace, which means amazing in Northern Ireland talk. Give us a chance. Shout out to you, Jess. Yeah, he's fuming, isn't he? He's fuming. Sangare is rubbish. The idea is to play him to rest our good players. I agree with that. But for me, the reason I'm saying bring Sangare on, one, Yates is having a stinker. Secondly, on Saturday, I want to see Anderson and Douglas Luiz as the two in midfield. So you may as well give Sangare some minutes while Yates is stinking the house out. Yates for Sangare, what are we learning? Again, it's looking ahead to the European Games, Mark. Sangare will be absolutely perfect for Europa League football. Don't forget how much European football he has. And Sangare needs to have a little time for me with Douglas Luiz. Try Ndoye on the left. I think I'd kind of keep Hutchinson out there, if I'm being honest with you. Juliet with the coffee. Shout out to you, Juliet. Much love. I do need to drink. I was literally about to go top my drink up. Juliet says, have a coffee on me, Wolfie. Love your beard. Thank you. I've trimmed it up myself, tidied it up myself. Loving it. By the way, guys, just a quick reminder. Just a quick Y or N in the chat. Are you still old school and on Facebook? Are you guys still on Facebook? Because if you are, we are officially up and running. I'll bring it up to you there on Facebook. So quick Y or N, do you still use Facebook? And if you want Forest updates on your Facebook, all you got to do is scan that QR code or exclamation mark FB, I think it is, in the chat. So I'll put the link in for you because I don't actually know what it is. So if you're on Facebook, I'm seeing a lot of Y's in the chat, right? The Y's are the Y's, therefore you are on Facebook. Therefore, do me a quick favor, make sure you're following for all the updates over on Facebook. There's the link for you there. I think that's the right one. I'm sure that's the right one. So give that a quick click. Make sure you're following there. We just started that up about a week or two ago, building that up. So make sure you are on there. Shout out to Sharky with the £10. He says he's happy. He's happy. Me too, mate. Me too. I'm enjoying the 2-0. I want some more goals. Big up to you. So let's see if any of you are joining. You should all have Facebook. Yeah, 20 of you have just joined. Shout out to the 20 that have just joined. I'll shout those out. Keith's just joined. Ant's just joined. Tom's just joined. Graham's just joined. Who else we got here? Loads have just joined. Andrew's joined. Kevin's joined. Shout out to you. And let me put the link in again so you can see it. There's the link for Facebook right there. That has all your Forest updates. Nice, sharp updates as well. So give that a quick click. Make sure you're following there on Facebook. Even get up to 300 over on Facebook. We're 10 away. So if you do have Facebook, give that a quick click. Shout out to Dean. Shout out to Nizzy. Mate, they're joining as well. Shout out to David. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to Carl. Shout out to Paul. My God, you guys are flying in. Shout out to Brett. Shout out to Alan. All following over on Facebook. Shout out to Nicholas. I saw well over 300 now. You guys are legends. Shout out to DJ as well. So you can scan that QR code or click that link that's in the chat. Jump over to Facebook for your Forest updates. Also, don't forget, like, that's not the only platform. We've also got, where is it? Instagram. So quick YON in the chat. Are you on Instagram? Because we're doing quite well on Insta. At the moment, we are on, shout out to Damien for subscribing. We are 222 away from 4K on Instagram. So quick YON if you got Insta. If you got Insta, give us a quick follow on there. Again, more Forest updates coming through. Exclamation mark Insta. Give us a quick follow on there. We're trying to push for 5K to get that done. Forest have made some changes, I believe. So get your asses on there. Shout out to everyone following on Instagram. Callum Owendo is coming on. Fantastic news. Right, let's get into the game. And there's only one way to start us off. You Reds. All right, Forest about to bring Jair Cunha and Callum Owendo. And remember, guys, at the end of the day, we always win. 10% off this over on the merch store, forestfantv.com. Use code Ange, Big Ange. Shout out to those who just followed us over on Instagram as well. Legends. We're 11 away on Instagram from 3,800. So if you got Insta, do me a quick favor just before we kick off. Can we get 11 more of you over on Instagram? The link is right there for you. So Callum Owendo on for Igor Jesus and Jair Cunha on for Morato. I believe we'll get the team sheet updated for you. And we are back and underway. All played forwards. Not sure if there's been any changes on the Swansea side. Either they're up against two. It's blocked by Hutchinson. It'll be a throw in to Swansea deep in the Forest half. Might get the Always Win t-shirt. Looks brilliant. I love this t-shirt. Use code Ange if you're looking for it, bro. While we're still live, it's the code 10% up and running. Nice turn there. Well, one there by, what's his face, Zinchenko. Comes back to him again. Yates is still on the pitch. I can't believe that. Bolly plays it, it's played to Bolly. He squares it across to Jair Cunha, who started on the left side of centre-back. Plays a pass to Douglas Luiz, who's fouled, and it'll be a free kick to Forest. I think he won that. Big up, Dreads. Thank you for joining over on Facebook. Shout out to you. We're up to 327 over on Facebook, so make sure you're joining us on Facebook. Swansea on the ball now. They're pushing up. Forest defending well. What I will say is as well, the defense looks organized. All this crap I've been hearing from the ops fans about, oh, Angeball not organized and all this. I know it's a small sample size against Swansea here, but Forest are looking absolutely fine in terms of their shape as well. So Swansea on the ball now. Driving forward. Forest really haven't got started this second half. Ball played into the middle. The chance here on the right-hand side, laid off the shot by Key, and it falls kindly into the hands of John Victor. Inter have just gone 2-0 up against Ajax. Atleti Madrid have pulled one back against Liverpool. It's 2-1 to Liverpool. Zinchenko on the ball now. Squares it across to Bolly. Bolly with a short pass to Savona on the right-hand side. Savona plays it to Bakwa. He drills it all the way back to Bolly. Back to Savona. Back to Bolly. Bit backwards and sideways here. Forest trying to draw out Swansea here. Trying to force the press. It's with Jair Cunha now. He plays it back to John Victor. They'll know each other very well from their time at Botafogo. John Victor gives it to Bolly. Bolly plays it to Yates. Yates to Savona. Savona pokes it down the line. Backward with yet another lovely touch. Savona can't keep it under control, and it's forced back all the way to Casey. Casey then forced by Calamawendo to play it to the goalkeeper. Fisher plays it to Burgess. That's a nice pass there, and Swansea can turn here, and they're into the Forest half down the left-hand side with the Alcue. He plays it out to the left-hand side, and Eon. Is there a foul? No, ref says carry on. Ball's whipped into the box, headed down by Jair Cunha. The shot blocked by Douglas Luiz, and it falls kindly to Hutchinson. He can stretch his legs here. Into the Swansea half he goes. Step over, checks his run. Looking for support, has his shirt pulled. Surely a free kick there, and it is a free kick indeed. Your Peterborough brethren have signed to both Insta and Facebook. Big up to you, Dreadsluck. My Cambridgeshire brother, should I say. Douglas Luiz now. Back to Cunha. Yates lays it again. Back to Cunha. Cunha to Douglas Luiz. There's definite signs here of what I expected from Angeball. Oh my God, John Victor's just fallen over though. He plays I'll tell you what, he's good with his passes. Here comes McAtee. Plays it out wide to Savona. Now backward, played behind him, and he can't control the ball. John not filling you a comment. I've liked John so far. Here comes Swansea down the right-hand side with Benson. Blocked by Zinchenko. We will be doing the player ratings as well after this, so you guys get to say what you think of each of the players. This will follow full time. It's Swansea 0, Forest 2. Goal for PSG. They're 3-0 up against Atalanta. Yates with the press here, forces the pass back to Fisher in goal for Swansea. He plays a short ball into the middle. It goes back to the keeper. Calamawendo will press. Quick pass there to Casey. Calamawendo pressing again. Now Hutchinson pressing Key. Forest haven't boxed in a little bit. Forces a long clearance forward. The Forest player down. Zinchenko brings it under control. But it'll be a free kick to Forest. And it was Jair Cunha, I think that was fouled. He plays a short pass backwards to Bolly. He squares it to Jair. This is nicer control here from Forest. Yates now on the ball. Shocking pass from him, man. Oh, this guy, man. This guy, I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Savona's doing all right, mate. It's doing all right, Vic. Gotta bring Sangare on, man. This four from Yates. Anyway, Casey on the ball now. Played forward to Key. Back to Casey. Down the line it goes. Benson. Oh, that's nice. He's down the wing. Cuts inside. Chance for a shot. Yates slides straight past him. And it's well tackled there by Savona as a clearance. Again, Yates just came flying in. No control. Missed the ball completely. Ball now. Swansea back in control. Everyone in the Forest half. Forest sitting a bit deep here. Ball out wide to the left-hand side. Blocked by Bakwa. Yates on the ball. Gets it to Callum Mwendo. Nice turn from him. Great strength. Tried to play it to Bakwa. And you got to say that was well anticipated by Swansea there. Oh, that's nice by Benson. Showing some quick feet. Comes inside. Plays the ball to Galbraith. Out wide to Key. Crossed in. Easy there for John Victor. And he looks to move the ball quickly. He's giving it to Yates. Forrest can counter here. Yates into the opposition half. He hasn't seen McAtee's run. McAtee puts his hands up in disgust as his run was ignored. He gives it to Bakwa. Bakwa to Savona. Back to Bolly. Zinchenko now. Bring on Sangare, man. Zinchenko on the ball. That's a lovely pass from him into McAtee. Plays it to Yates. Yates shoots, blocked. He's getting in all the right positions and you wish it would be someone else, man. Anyway, it'll be a free kick to Swansea here. I think Savona's just picked up a yellow card. He has indeed. The draw's next Wednesday, mate. Next Wednesday. Yeah, that was a yellow card by Savona. Just hacked the player down. Yeah, I think yellow cards do count because it's a League Cup, which ties in with the league. But there's no one really to bring him off. Who have we got on the bench? Swansea on the ball now. Switches it across to Casey. Checks his run. Douglas Luiz will press here. And that will come to Douglas Luiz. Yates picked it up. Played out wide to Hutchinson. Hutchinson approaching the box. That's a nice ball into the channel. Douglas Luiz kind of got there but didn't. Zinchenko picks it up on the edge of the box. Plays it to McAtee. Nice pass to Douglas Luiz. McAtee, how's he not scored? He's been watching Gibbs White with that finish. Oh, come on, McAtee. The build-up again was delicious. Zinchenko into McAtee. 1-2 with Douglas Luiz. He just had to slot it into the side of the net to his left, and he blazes it over the bar. Been another yellow card. Not quite sure who's that's gone to, if it's one of ours or one of theirs. He has Tony, and he's given him some lessons as well. Here comes Hutchinson. It's cleared. It'll be a throw into Forest. It was Burgess that got the yellow card. Centre back for Swansea. Big up Zed Rush. Zinchenko takes the throw in. He finds Hutchinson. Poor pass forward, but Callum Mwendo will chase this one down. It's passed back to Fisher in goal. He plays it short to McAtee on the right-hand side. Played it short. The press there from McAtee. And now Burgess on the ball. Forced back to the keeper and Fisher. He plays it short to Casey. Nice ball forward. But Jair showing a lot of good strength there. Lovely feet from him and strength. McAtee now on the ball. Lays it back to Bolly. To Zinchenko. Heavily inverted. He plays it to Yates. That's a nice drop of the shoulder. It's a good ball to Callum Mwendo. Can he get a shot off? It's blocked. And he will give that surely to Bakwa. Backward, dances around, edge of the box. Gives it to Savona. Back to backward, McAtee lays it off. Oh, backward, overdoes it there. Didn't need a back heel. And it's picked up by Savona. Be a free kick to Forest here. Another yellow card coming out. That's your Forest team sheet there with the subs, Cunha on and Callum Mwenda. For those of you joining late, it's Swansea 0, Forest 2. 2 goals from Igor Jesus. 2 beautiful goals, may I add. We've got over 1,000 of you in here. Shout out to each and every one of you. We are 4 likes away from 700 likes. Do me a massive favor, hit that like button. And please do make sure you're subscribed, as we are on the road to 40K now is our next target. So make sure you're subscribed. Join us along the journey if you haven't already. That was a pen for Forest in my eyes there. I mean, they're talking like Luiz had fouled him. No chance, mate. No chance. Big up to Andreas. He says this shows how much depth we now have in our team. I agree, apart from at fullback position. Apart from at fullback. So Gibbs White coming on. I'm sure that'll be for McAtee. I wouldn't mind it being for Yates, you know, and just play Gibbs White in the 8 and Hudson Ndoye coming on as well. Anyway, Jair Cunha on the ball. 60 minutes in. Swansea 0, Forest 2. Bolly plays it forward. Gives it to Yates. To Jair Cunha. He's looked very good since he's come on. Now Douglas Luiz starting to control that midfield. That's a nice pass. McAtee tries to flick it around the corner to Callum Mwenda. And now Swansea might be able to break here. But Hutchinson gets back and forces them to slow down their attack. Ball out wide to the left-hand side as Swansea attack. Good tackle there by Backward. Goes out for a throw-in. And here come the changes. Gibbs White on for Douglas Luiz. How's he leaving Yates on? I get it. I said I want Douglas Luiz off at 60 minutes. I get it. And Hudson Ndoye coming on for
£5 JEFF reads not. I know.
for Backward.
Hutchinson is threatening Chase.
Big up to Jess with the £5. She goes, I know I'm slightly biased, but Hutchinson is threatening Cho the starting 11 spot with tonight's performance. I think he has been very good. I actually do agree with you, Jess. Thank you so much for the £5. The Backward off as well. Gibbs White on. Yates is still on the pitch. Douglas Luiz is off. I think yes, Mr. Punk. I think that's why we're seeing Douglas Luiz off at 60 minutes. Him and Anderson. I can just see it. I can see it. I can see it. That's the pairing there. Anyway, thrown to Forest. By the way, Savona for me has actually been very good. After the first 10-15 minutes or so, he's been very good. Here's Gibbs White. He's now playing in that 8 position. I think Yates will take up the 6. It's a nice pass from Zinchenko into Gibbs White. Plays it to Hudson Ndoye. He had the turnover pass there and ignored McAtee. Played forward. Yates kind of bumbles it forward. That's nice. It's come through to Callum Mwenda. Oh, it's offside. Lovely finish from Callum Mwenda. Where's VAR on that? Ah, it's a lovely finish. Is he offside? McAtee. He's onside, man. Is he? Oh, he slotted it away beautifully. Yeah, man. That's a shame, man. That's a striker's finish, though. Forget the offside or not, the finish was clean, slotted, side-footed in. Damn. Offside. Unlucky. Unlucky. Good finish, though. Good finish. Couple of changes here for Swansea. Hold on, I just need to sort my window out, guys, while these subs are coming on. Be a goal. It'll be a free kick here for the offside. Good press there by Hutchinson. Goes back to Fisher in goal. Good press there by Callum Mwenda. Forces it again back to the keeper. Fisher plays it short to the left-hand side. Now, Hutchinson, by the way, switched across to the right-hand side. Bit of a late tackle there from Hutchinson on the Swansea player. I think he got the ball. No, he missed the ball. There was nothing in that. Studs caught his ankle. It was just a little bit of a clash. Good pass by Yates to Callum Mwenda. It was McAtee. It was McAtee that made the pass. He kicks the ball long forward. It comes to Jair Cunha. He's looked very good since he's been on. And then John Victor clears it long. It'll be picked up by Gibbs White, who is playing in the 8. I definitely prefer him in this position. He finds Yates. Shocking pass by Yates yet again. Not enough on the ball. Forest lose the ball in their own half with that. Now Zinchenko. And Gibbs White will pick the ball up. That's a shocker pass by Gibbs White. Yeah. Trying to give him a chance. Big up, Dams. Hope you're well. Ball played in. Bolly will head it away. Looked like a handball there, but the ref was under his nose. Lets it go. Swansea on the left-hand side. We've played over 65 minutes now. It's Swansea 0, Forest 2. Swansea working the ball from the right-hand side. And that's terrible by Burgess. Puts it straight out of play for a Forest throw-in. Yellow cards do not count for the Premier League. One of them, is it the FA Cup that counts? Oh, Swansea might be through here. Good block again by Jair Cunha. Now he comes out with the ball. He's playing fantastic, but he gives it to Yates. Yates, decent ball through to Callum Mwenda. That's a nice ball to Jair. Hit it, Jair. Oh, he's fallen over. He's fallen over on the ball in the box. What is he doing up there? Now Swansea on the counter-attack. Forrester centre back short. Ball's crossed in, blocked by Bolly. So we're going to have a Murillo moment there from him. Long range shot, drags wide, took a deflection, it'll be a corner. Yal Kuyi took the shot. Chelsea is 3-1 down now. Corner coming in. 4 players lined up around the penalty spot. It'll be an in-swinger. In it comes. Flicked on. Over John Victor's head, and it goes in. It goes in. Swansea have pulled one back. And it was poor marking there in the box. No one picks up. I think it was Burgess. No one picks him up. He had a free header. Let's just see this back. It was an in-swinging corner. Completely free. Heads it. Unchallenged. McAtee, I think. No, it wasn't McAtee. The header was straight over John Victor. I think maybe the keeper could have done better there. It was straight at him. And he just didn't get his arm to it. And it's Swansea 1, Forest 2 with just over 20 minutes to go. Poor defending. Poor defending. No one was marking him. Here comes McAtee now, straight away. Hutchinson holds the ball up. Lays it back. Yates now on the ball. Gives it to Bolly. That's poor goal. It's kind of just meandered our way in this game, really, from the second half, and just felt like the game was done. It always needed a third. There'll be a throw in there to Swansea. The goal is up if you want to see their corner goal, ! Goal. Yates still done nothing wrong. Are you serious, bro? Swansea now with the momentum and enough time to get themselves back into this game. Be a free kick, in fact, to Swansea. Ball whipped in towards the back post. Headed up by Burgess. Headed down by Zinchenko. He keeps it in play and clears it down the line and out for a Swansea throw-in. Ange is not happy, shaking his head there. Another throw-in. Midfield of Gibbs, White and Yates not balanced enough. Forest needs to be dominating this middle. Maybe time to bring Sangare on for McAtee. Something like that. Put another big body in the middle there. Big up to Johnny Boy with the 4.99.
Forget this one. Mrs. W and I will not.
He says, forget the Swansea goal. Mrs. W and I liking the B team getting minutes in this game. Maybe challenging for the first team selection. Exciting times. As long as we don't lose, bro. As long as we don't lose. Don't want to lose that momentum. But right now, Forest are kind of the makers of their own downfall. Shout out to you and Mrs. W, as always, for the 4.99. My Peterborough neighbours. Here comes that Yates charging through. Forrester got an overload on the left-hand side. He does see Hudson Ndoye. Checks in onto his right foot. Takes the shot. It's a good save by Fisher. If Hudson Ndoye got a little bit of air on it, it was going in. It was the old cheat code shot. We haven't seen that for a while. He checked in on his right-hand side. Keeper got a strong hand to it. And it goes behind for a corner. That would have sealed the game. Just needed a little more air, and I don't think the keeper would get to it. It was just a bit too low from Hudson Ndoye. The keeper did well. Be a corner to Forest now. Hudson Ndoye will take it. It'll be another out swinger. I don't know why they're out swinging. I prefer the in swingers. Anyway, here it comes. Corner. Gibbs White with their header. Guess what? He misses the target. Goal kick taken quickly. Played short to Burgess. He squares it to Casey. Casey to Key. Hudson-Odoi presses him. Now McAtee presses the keeper. Burgess plays it short. Yates pressing there. They've turned him. Now they can attack down the left wing. Dangerous times for Forest. Eom goes with the ball. Gibbs-White will chase him. Big up to Lloyd becoming a member. Ball swung in. And it falls to John Victor. Lloyd, make sure you check the goals out, my bro. Exclamation mark goal. All the goals are there for you. Ball cleared long. That's got to be a foul there. Callum Mwenda not really had the impact this half that we saw with Jesus in the first half. It's now with, I think it's, who's that? Casey's on the ball. Gives it back to Burgess. Still Swansea 1, Forest 2. About 17 minutes to go in the game. Gibbs-White, don't do too much. He's doing too much. And that's a horrible challenge from him. And he gives away a free kick to Swansea and takes a yellow card. This guy, man. This guy, I swear to... He got the ball, but he went through the player. "75 minutes gone. 74 minutes gone. It's Swansea 1, Forest 2. It'll be a free kick here to Swansea. They'll be swinging it in from the left-hand side. Forest lining up on the edge of the box. Everyone back for Forest. The ball swung in. Gibbs-White gets to it. And he goes behind. He's claiming goal kick there. It's offside. It'll be a free kick to Forest. Yeah, there's at least one player there offside for Swansea. Yeah, we've definitely been worse since the subs have come on. Anyway, John Victor's telling Bolly to move up. He's going to kick this one long. Kicks it straight down the middle. Callum Mwenda will try and challenge, but can't get there. Zinchenko, the little push there. And Swansea player just goes down. There was nothing really in that. It'll be a throw into Forest. No foul there. I'm sitting back down, man. We scored when I was sitting down. Let's just hope we always win. Zinchenko gives it to Gibbs-White with the back heel. That's a nice pass to Yates. He squares it to McAtee. He plays it out wide to Hudson-Odoi into the box, checks inside, thinks about the shot. Doesn't get it to Zinchenko, but it recovers it anyway. Yates now to Hutchinson. Cho. Jair Cunha to Bolly. Bolly to Savona. Savona. This is better from Forest. Hutchinson been less effective on this right-hand side. Works it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko now to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Lays it back to Zinchenko. Plays it to Gibbs-White. Got a little space here. Clips it out wide to Hutchinson. He's got space as well. Brings the ball down. Looking for the overlap from Savona. Plays it short to him now. Savona back to Hutchinson. Square pass to Gibbs-White. That's better from Gibbs-White. Gives it to Hutchinson. And that's not a great pass from him. And now, that's a good tackle from Yates. Wins the ball, keeps the pressure up, gives it to Hutchinson on the wing. Couple of step overs, drives to the byline, crosses it, deflected, goes behind for a corner. A little better here from Forest. Forest definitely need another goal. Another goal kills this game off. Hutchinson will leave it for Hudson-Odoi. Come on, let's get this corner goal. Come on, Forest. Again, I'd rather Hutchinson took it for the in-swinger. Looks like Ange wants these outswingers. It'll be Callum Hudson-Ndoye to take it, an outswinger. Forest line up in a double stack on the edge of the box. Here comes the corner. It's a shocking corner. And then a shocking shot by Yates. Goes over the bar. It'll be a goal kick. Yates has been good. He's had a better second half. But he was atrocious in that first half. Casey plays it to Burgess. Burgess now. Back to Casey. Casey picks it up again. Squares it to Burgess. Just over 10 minutes to go. It's Swansea 1, Forest 2. Swansea now. Down the left-hand side. Helm has just fallen over and Hutchinson picks it up. And that's a shocking pass from him. And an even worse run from Helm. He gives it straight back to Hutchinson. He can drive down the wing. He's got 4 shirts around him, though. Gets to the byline, crosses it in. I don't think it deflected, and it'll be a goal kick. Another sub here from Swansea. Don't forget, we'll have the player ratings coming up straight after this. The goal kick's taken short, given to Burgess. Squares it to Casey, back to Fisher. Fisher to Burgess. That's a poor pass. It's picked up by... He needs to square it. This guy is a donkey, man. This guy is an absolute donkey. Why didn't he just pass it to McAtee, who is completely unmarked in the box? What a ball from McAtee to Callum Mwendo. Takes the shot, hits the side netting. I'm sorry, but just when I thought Yates was playing slightly better, I don't even know what he's thinking there. He does well to anticipate the ball. McAtee's completely free in the box, and he decides to shoot with his left foot falling over. I can't with this guy. I can't, man. Unbelievable. That guy's a clown. He's an actual clown. Oh my God, man. It's the simplest of passes, man. My under-14s would have played the square ball there. So we scored our second goal. Zinchenko hooks it clear. That was the game right there with one simple pass to McAtee, but no. Would have been crediting him for the hustle to get the ball back. Anyway, Zinchenko on the ball. Plays it back to John Victor. He passes it to Savona. Savona to Hutchinson. Loses the ball, but it does come back to Savona. Plays it back to the keeper. He clears it long to the right. Callum Mwendo anticipates it well. Brings it down. Down the right channel he goes. Spins. Needs some help. Finds it with Yates. He gives it to Gibbs White. Oh, it goes in between Gibbs White and Zinchenko. But they've got the ball now. Curtis with the $2. He says selfish by Yates and Callum Mwendo. Selfish by Yates. Stupid by Yates. Selfish by Callum Mwendo. Zinchenko plays it to Bolly. I'm really looking forward to doing this player ratings with you guys. There's a lot I think we've learned from this game today. A hell of a lot to break down. A lot of good, some bad as well. And some very interesting players to talk about. Ball to Hutchinson. Flicks it round the corner. Not quite recovered. Well done there by Zinchenko. It comes to McAtee driving forward. Got Gibbs White inside of him. Gives it to Callum Mwendo on the outside. Cuts inside. Take the shot. Oh! Hudson-Ndoye's dragged his shot wide. He was being closed down, but he's dragged the shot wide of the goal. And Forest are missing some very clear-cut chances here. Nice feat by Callum Mwendo. Oh, he had more time than he thought there. Should have got it on target. Great feat by Callum Mwendo. And Hutchinson and Callum Hudson-Odoi drags it wide. And our Forest going to rue these misses with about 7 minutes to go in the game. Player down injured for Swansea. While he's down, we're getting close to 800 likes. We're on 766. Please do hit the like button if you haven't already. There's nearly 1,300 of you guys in here. Please do subscribe as we want to push on to 40k, but we've got to get to 32k first. So if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed. And if you're new for the first time, let us know by saying hi in the chat. Give us a quick hi in the chat. Okay, Sangare looks like he's coming on. I pray it's for Yates. Big up, Daniel. Shut up, Mark. Big up, Kiwi Spurs TV. First time from the Oz. Big up to you, Luke. Yates is staying on. It's McAtee coming off. So Gibbs White will probably go into the 10. Big up, Rebecca. Big up, Sam. Big up, Chris. And Liverpool are drawing with Atletico Madrid. Things you love to see. I warned Liverpool fans they weren't going to win that one. Dangare's on for McAtee. I think Gibbs White will now go into the 10. It'll be McAtee and Yates together. Big up to my guy over in the States, NC Hammer with the coffee. Shout out to you, bro. He says, just got out of school. Yes, Igor scored. He scored twice. He needs to start. This is our new man. Not because of this performance, but he's been consistently running at the defense. Come on, you Reds. He's had a very good game, mate. Very good game. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the coffee. If any of you want to grab me a coffee, the link is pinned in the chat. Here come Forest now with Hutchinson. Just having a look round. Indeed, Gibbs White has gone into the 10. Sangare's playing the deeper role, and Yates is almost playing in the 8 there. I'll get the team sheet updated for you. And then Gibbs White's done something there. Big up to Jess. She says with the £2. Oh, hold on. Callum Mwendo with a chance here. Edge of the box. Gives it to Sangare. Out wide to Hutchinson. Drives to the byline. Crossed. Surely someone's there to put it in. It's cleared away. It's cleared away. Jess says if Hutchin chose chance, he would have buried. If Hutch had chose chance, he would have buried it. You and your Cho agenda now, Jess. Shout out to you for the £2. Much love. We can't shoot for shit. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, there's about 4 minutes to go in this game. It's Swansea 1, Forest 2. Elsewhere, Bayern are beating Chelsea by 3-1. Liverpool are drawing with Atletico Madrid. Shout out to Moody with a 2-year anniversary. Big up to you, Moody. Thank you for your 2 years of support. I really do appreciate it. Swansea playing the ball forward, headed away by Zinchenko. Yates in a lot of space here. Oh, shocking pass, man. And there's Crazy Cat Lady. She sees Moody's 2 years and raises him by 1. 3-year anniversary for the lovely Crazy Cat Lady, who gets the new badge as well. Shout out to you, Crazy Cat Lady. Much love. Much love. You lot are taking the mick. These missed chances. I know, Rich, man, is we should be about 4 or 5 up. And then the ball's with John Victor. Squares it to Bolly. Bolly now. Under a little bit of pressure. Move it, Bolly. He gives it to Savona. That's a poor pass down the line. And Hutchinson, a bit aggressive there, but Swansea come away with the ball. Couple of minutes to go. Can Forest hold on for the win? Should have scored. Yates should have just squared McAtee in. And that would have been that. And I believe we got the big Ange emoji now for you guys. So get those big Ange emojis in the chat if you are a member. Hutchinson flicks it forward. Yates will pick this up. He's definitely fouled there, and it'll be a free kick to Forest. Probably just tight of a shooting angle, but within range there. And another yellow card to the Swansea player there. And it goes to Whittle. There's Big Ange. It's who we are, mate. It's who we are. Free kick will be taken by Zinchenko. This is where you'd want Douglas Luiz on, man. He'd fancy it from here. But Zinchenko can score a free kick. Let's see what he's got. It's been a while since we've scored directly from a free kick. I think Jesse Lingard was the last. I hate that name. Was the last one to score against Blackburn. And that bobbled twice. Here it is from Zinchenko. And it's a conversion. Over the bar it goes. As we go into the last minute of play. 2 balls on the pitch. It's kicked out. It'll be a goal kick to Swansea here. Remember, we got the player ratings straight away after this. I'll be interested to see how you guys score the players. All played forward. Zinchenko will recover that. Steps over. Plays it to Sangare. Makes a nice pass to Gibbs-White. And Forest could counter here. Gibbs-White drives forward. Has Hutchinson outside of him. Feeds the ball to him now. Hutchinson goes on the inside. Thinks about a shot. Now needs help. Surrounded. Plays the ball to Kalamawendo. Zinchenko on the overlap. It's crossed in. Headed behind for a corner. Gibbs-White was the player behind. He would have missed it anyway. So good thing it's gone for a corner. Zinchenko looks like he's blowing a little bit, to be honest. Kalamawendo was onside there. Corner will be taken by Hutchinson this time. Finally, we get an in-swinger. Let's go into added time here. Chelsea have pulled another one back. It's Bayern 3, Chelsea 2. Hutchinson plays it short to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White lays it back to Hutchinson. He drives into the box. Nice feet. Squares it. There's no one there. Could have probably looked up there. Gibbs-White brings the ball down. He lays it off to Bolly. Sangare plays it back to Bolly. There'll be an additional 6 minutes of injury time. 6 minutes of injury time. Jair Cunha, he hasn't put a foot wrong for me. Now Sangare on the ball. Plays the pass into Gibbs-White. Finds Hudson-Odoi. Back to Sangare. Squares it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko turns. Lays it off to Bolly. Back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko. That's a nice ball forward. If Kalamawendo can get there, but it skids through to the keeper. 5 minutes to go of stoppage time. Hudson-Odoi can't quite get it. Gibbs-White will pick it up. Plays it to Hudson-Odoi. Forest need to spread it to the right here. That's a nice ball to Kalamawendo. He's pulled. That's the pen. Surely. He's flagged for offside. He's flagged for offside. Oh, that was a nasty challenge. They've taken it quickly. Callum Hudson-Odoi is down. Ball laid back here to Burgess. He plays it to Fisher. Ball played forward now. Can Swansea get one last attack? Or will Forest hold out here? It's Swansea 1, Forest 2. It's Swansea work it down the right-hand side. Ball played into the middle. Switched across to the left-hand side. Swansea now committing men forward. They may as well go for broke here because 3-1 or 2-1, it doesn't matter. You go out either way. Ball out to the left-hand side, and Eom cuts inside. That's a decent pass to the byline. Cross. They've scored. They've scored. Oh, my God. Oh my God, it's Vipotonic with a poked finish at the near post. And unbelievably, Swansea have equalised in the 92nd minute. And Ange looks absolutely shell-shocked. I'm shell-shocked. How the hell have we conceded that, man? The ball, Ian does spin Savono on the inside. Yates doesn't close the man down. The cross comes in. He gets in front of Bolly, pokes it across goal. And Victor's beaten at his near post. And that is poor yet again by Forest defensively. And it's 2 apiece. Oh, crap. That's on Yates, man. I think the keeper could have done better. Yates is utter crap, man. Here's John on the ball. Plays it to Jair Cunha. And he gets the goal kick off it. And how have we blown a 2-goal lead here? It's on Bolly too. Yeah, I agree, Am. It's on Bolly too. I mean, at least the mistakes are being made by the crappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be playing going forward. Here's Calamawendo. Switches it out wide. Oh, that's poor. But we picked up by Savona. The goal's up if you want to see it. It's poor by Yates. It was poor by Savona, to be honest. And definitely poor by Bolly. Very lazy. Sharpie with the 199. He says, okay, I'm now officially worried about this season. I'm not worried. I've seen enough here. As long as Ange knows who the crappers are on this pitch, then we're fine. Ball's played forward, and that's shocking from Yates. Gives the ball away yet again. Thank you, Sharpie, for the 199. Ball lumped forward. Jair Cunha will pick this up. Yeah, it was poor from the keeper also. He committed thinking it was a cross and got beaten at the near post. And it'll be a throw in here. But it could be a late winner here for Swansea. If you want to see that equalizing goal and you remember exclamation mark goal, remember membership's only 99p. Exclamation mark member, or hit the $sign under the chat. They're going to launch this throw in now. It's launched in, it's poor. Zinchenko with a really poor clearance. The shot deflected, and it's a late corner here for Swansea. And Forest have looked dodgy from corners. This will probably be the last chance of the game. Liverpool have taken a late lead. Here comes the corner. Ball's whipped in, it's short, headed away by Calamawendo. The shot from distance hits the crossbar. The shot is in. Oh my God. We've just blown a 2-goal lead in literally 3 minutes. And Swansea have scored. And it's 3-2 now to Swansea. Are you crapping me? What the hell is going on? Forest from corners are looking so sus, man. I'm speechless, man. A rocket shot, I don't even know who it was from. I think Burgess follows it up. And it's 3-2 to Swansea. And shakes his head in utter disbelief. And Forest are going out of the Carabao Cup to Swansea. What the actual hell has just happened here? Head away by Calamawendo is so poor. It deflects, hits the crossbar, the shot. And John Victor's beaten at his near post again by Burgess, who's a centre-back. Burgess, the first to react, gets his second goal, cracks it with his left foot. Savona doesn't get across, and it goes through John Victor again. And I can't believe what I'm seeing after Forest played so well in the first half. Throw-in taken. Zinchenko. Ball whipped in. Headed away. Header. Cleared. Caught. And that's the game. Forest have lost. What the actual hell just happened in those last few minutes? "93 minutes in, Forest are winning. 97 minutes in, Forest have lost." What the actual hell just happened in that second half? Oh. Oh, I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. How the actual fuck has that happened, man? I'm about to say some words that may get my channel cancelled. I really am.
£5 football hat. Eyes,
I really am. Oh, and here come the trolls. Sava with the £5 and the eyes. Joker with the 199. Yates and Gibbs White need to get out of my club. Bro, Yates's level I thought was championship. We may need to dip another level below. I can't believe. And just pointing to himself saying it's on me. How Forest have blown this, I have no idea. No idea. Corner goals costing us. You got Swansea fans on the pitch. This is their World Cup final, for God's sake.
£2 crypto FFTV. It's
Better with the £2 saying it's who we are, mate. Fuck the C98s. What happened? How do you go from 2-1 up against a crappy Swansea team and blow it with corners in injury time? Ange is fuming, shaking his head. I'm sorry, but Ange, you're the one who left Yates on for that second half. You're the one who allowed him to miss, to do the stupidity that he did when he took his shot instead of giving it to McAtee, who's just completely free and unmarked in the box. Then you got Callum Mwendo. He could have squared it back across. Igor Jesus came off too early. But again, this game is lost where? In that midfield. Why? Because we're playing Yates in there. The keeper was crap. I thought John Victor, he catfished me in the first half, looked all right. And then he's let two go through him. The first one went through him. The third one goes through him as well. I can't even remember their second goal. I can't even remember the second goal. I'm stunned here. Absolutely stunned by what I've seen in that last few minutes.
£1.46 MK Forest 4L should have never taken Jesus off a cart for Carly.
Big up to MK, so should never taken Jesus off at halftime for Callum Mwendo. Jesus was looking hungry, man. Like, the only excuse for that is if he's playing him in the Burnley game. This Burnley game, suddenly the pressure ramps up about tenfold. we got a lot to discuss in these player ratings. I'm like, I don't know how to describe it, right? I'm looking at it thinking, in spells we played really well. There was good movement, good attacking football. But defensively, it was an absolute calamity. Stupid decisions keeping Yates on. That when Douglas Luiz comes off, we lose that midfield completely against the crappy Swansea. I'm just baffled. Baffled. Big up Curtis. He goes, if there was VAR, we would have won by a landslide. Bro, I don't know. If Yates had a brain in between his ears, we would have won. Gibbs White, stinker as well, comes on absolute stinker. Like his valuation is probably down to 30k. Bolly was poor. To be honest, McAtee had a stinker as well. He missed an easy chance. As well. There's so much to discuss in these player ratings. There really is. Like, what's going on? Vindaloo, Wolfie, what happened? Ange in or out, bro? Laughing emoji. We'll discuss all that in the player ratings. Get your player ratings in. I'm completely in shell shock right here, man. As Forest lose. What's the saying? Taking victory from the jaws of defeat. I can't even say the saying. I'm that angry, man. I got a few things to say in this player ratings. It's not going to be pretty. If you don't want to hear me kicking off, then probably now is a good time to go to bed. Make sure you've hit the like button. This is going to push you across to the player ratings. I'll give you guys 90 seconds to fill your player ratings in. Then we need to get under the skin of this because I'm fuming about certain decisions that were made in that game. I'll see you across on the player ratings in literally a minute or so. It finishes Swansea 3, Forest 2. What the actual crap. Get those likes up. We're nearly at 1,000 likes, 7 off 900. So please do hit that like button. But more importantly, go get your player ratings in. See you in a second.